woke up this morning and said to my wife, you know, lives will be changed this morning.
Okay.
Exciting day, but very sober day in many ways. We're grateful that we have so many people interested in us and what we do here, and I'm hopeful that if you're here, that we have good news for you. It's heartbreaking to me. You know, we have today 973 applications for 42 places. James Ciummo, C-I-U-M-M-O, James Ciummo. And it is emotional because when you think about the test scores of the city of Providence versus our test scores, there's a huge difference. It seems that the kids that we're having an opportunity to make a difference in their lives. Carol Trujillo, T-R-U-J-I-L-L-O. Yasmin Fernandez. Neliona Castillo. Ava Vasquez. I tried my best to be as objective as possible, closing my eyes before I reached into the drum because I did not want to see any name that I was pulling out beforehand. Luna Cal Manzar. Bianca Brianna St. Frank. Bianca Brianna St. Frank. Alberic Acevedo. I saw a gentleman there, I know his name wasn't called until well over 200. And so what are his options? What are his choices? What will he do with his child? Marines. Naya Chico. Clearly he's interested, clearly he's invested, but he won't be here next year in all likelihood. And that is emotional, that is hard.
Put some more chairs in the back over there, and there's one over there. Okay, good morning. How are you? The number of openings are always the difficult piece.
So good morning and welcome to Highlander's Lottery. I'm glad to see everyone here. As you can see, we had to add more chairs. We're not used to having this many people here at the lottery, but we're really glad that you're here this morning.
We only have openings at the kindergarten level, and we have 32 slots at kindergarten because we keep the class really small. We have 16 students in the class for each of the 2 kindergartens.
Isaiah Cuffee.
You know, after kindergarten, we hardly ever have openings in the higher grades because unless a family moves out of state, really, because our kids can stay with us if they move from Providence to Cranston to Central Falls. So we don't have a lot of turnover with our students.
Gianna Ramirez. Congratulations. Unfortunately, that is the entire lottery for all the openings that we have. You will be getting a letter that says what spot on the wait list. If your child is in the lower grades,
but I'm happy. I try to get my daughter here.
And then we'll send a letter home telling you where they are on that waiting list. Okay, I'm sorry.
We're really excited about today. This is our 3rd annual Public Charter School Conference, and we welcome all. We welcome certainly our charter teachers and leaders from our public charter schools. We welcome traditional educators. We welcome parents. We welcome elected officials and all supporters of education. This is a great opportunity for everyone. Unless you've been living on another planet, we know that there's a lot going on in Rhode Island relative to education. And much of that is emanated from the Department of Education, Board of Regents, General Assembly. So we work very, very closely with the Department of Education, and we're very, very pleased to have Jennifer Smith with us today.
In a recent report given by the Commissioner to the Board of Regents on overall NECAP performance, charter schools made up 4 of the 10 schools showing statistically significant gains in reading, and 6 of the 10 schools showing statistically significant gains in mathematics. It is an honor to be affiliated.
What's really good about our school are our fabulous students, and that our desire for them to be agents of change in their community and to attend college in high numbers is fulfilled every year. We also have a fantastic staff that works together ridiculously long hours to achieve our goals of community improvement and college preparation.
The Times Square sets you up. It's based on science, math, technology. It sets you up for what you want to do in life. The teachers are behind you 24/7. You have to do your work no matter what. They're there to push you. You graduate 100% of our kids, and 87% of those kids go to college right after high school.
We had to take a comic and enlarge it to a bigger scale, so you had to draw it on a bigger scale. So at the same time, you're enlarging skills, that's math, and drawing it artistically with. So, another question?
We currently have 6 of our students actually taking a CNA course so that they'll not only be graduating and ready for college, but they'll also have their certified nursing assistant certificate, so they'll be work ready. Charters in some ways are more flexible in terms of being able to customize education. And that's only because they're not big institutions. Large institutions, they're slow to change because of their size and because of all their systems. Charters are smaller, and it's a double-edged sword. They can be quicker to change, but then they may not always, they're not as steadfast as large institutions like the public school systems are. They're more vulnerable.
This is a ministry. This is a calling. This is not something you can just wake up one day and decide to do. It's not going to be traditional public schools versus charter schools. It's not going to be charter schools versus independent and private schools. It's not going to be parochial schools. It is going to be that we need to do what works for our children. That needs to be the bottom line, not the millions of dollars. What we need to do is we need to get that message out to other communities. We need to get that message to your mayor and to your governor, so that they understand that this is not just a job where people come in and just transfer information to children. But we also don't need people holding us up as some type of superhero, because we're not. Because there are many of us, even in charter schools, who have dark days.